Good morning. Welcome back to Coffee and Makeup with Crystal. If you like what you see, go ahead and stay tuned because we are doing a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics today. Cheers. Now, this is not a first impressions video. I'm not really fond of first impressions videos. I feel like when it comes to makeup, you need to try it a few times to get the full effect. For instance, when I first tried the Camo Hydrating CC Cream, it really sat on my pores. Um, and it emphasized every pore I had, even though I used their primer. But then the second day and the third day I used it, it actually got better with better coverage the less I used. So I was able to kind of just change up how I use the product to make it work better. And as long as it works, right? Let's get started with the Power Grip. This is their matte primer. And this stuff is, whew, I don't think anything stands a test against this stuff. I feel like it's like glue. Very tacky. I'm gonna go in and use the Camo Color Corrector. This is a peachy color. And the reason I'm going in with the color corrector and then the concealer and then the foundation, a little different order than I normally do, and then I will do my eyes, is because there's not a lot of fallout in this eyeshadow. And normally when I do my eyeshadow first, it's because there's fallout so I can clean up afterwards. Now I'm going in with the Hydrating Camo Concealer. Here's their Camo Hydrating CC Cream. I have it in Fair 125C. It says full coverage, long lasting dewy finish plus vitamin B5, tremella mushroom, and hyaluronic acid. So this is our Perfect 10 eyeshadow palette that we are working with today. I'm going to tap in right here, second from the left. Now I'm going to take a crease brush into this lavender shade. And then I'm going to go on with this blue metallic shade. It might be better with a finger because it's not getting on my brush. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to go into this green shade here at the end. We're just doing a pastel, springy look. I'm going to dust that pencil brush off and just go into that lighter green shade, and that's going to be my inner corner. Now I'm just taking my concealer brush and brushing anything that did kind of hit underneath the eye. Okay, so we have their Bronzant and Contour. Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour. Looks like that. I'm gonna add a little bit more to this side. And then we have their Camo Liquid Blush. And I have this in Peach Perfect. Now we're gonna take their Primer Infused Matte Bronzer in Forever Sunkissed. My brush is shedding like crazy. It's an old brush. I won it at a makeup show when I was in cosmetology school. And then we have this Halo Glow Powder Filter Pressed Powder in Fair Neutral Cool. Okay, we have the Halo Glow Beauty Wand, and I have it in the color Champagne. I'm just going, this has one of those like felt tip, tops. I'm just going to put some on my finger and then dab it on because I tried to use the tip yesterday and kind of made a mess. after I wipe some of that off. Okay, now this is a product I've already been using, but this is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Waterproof Brow Pencil. Now let's curl our lashes. e.l.f. Lash and Roll. This is their mascara. And the spoolie looks like that. And now here we have the e.l.f. Pout Clout Lip Plumping Pen. Right there. And I have it in the color Just Peachy. So you just pump it up at the bottom. Now we're going to use the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. Shockingly fine mist, major makeup grip. This mist is super fine, like super fine. I had to get closer to my face to even feel it. Okay, and for a wear test, it has been 12 hours, almost on the dot, that I have been wearing this whole face of makeup. And as you can see, it's very glowy at this point. Um, I'll come in a little closer. The only thing I have touched up is the lipstick, eyeshadow. Everything else has not been touched up at all. No powder, no additional powder. So my take on the e.l.f. products. I love the contour, I love the blush. I like the mascara a lot. I think the lipstick is super fun and I like how it tingles. I love the eyeshadow. I've been using the brow product for a couple months now and I do like that a lot as well. I would say that the foundation's not my type. One, I wear makeup for probably 14 to 16 hours a day by the time I wake up and by the time I shower. Um, the first time I wore it, it was super, I don't know how to say it, like it was defining my pores, and I already have issues with that now as I'm getting older, my pores being larger. And it kind of caked around like every little pore. So we got it down to where I was able to get it to work, but it's still not my favorite foundation. So that is my take on the e.l.f. Cosmetics, a full face of e.l.f. And I hope you enjoy this. If you like what you see, go ahead and like, subscribe, turn on those alerts so you're notified when I drop new content, which is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Central Time. And until next time, cheers.